Hey guys, Mindful Baker here, and I'm not wearing an apron today because I've done my baking, and today's today's video is about teaching you how to get into meditation. So it's a beginner's guide to meditation, and first off, just want to tell you that meditation is incredible. I've been doing it for the last 5 years. I sort of meditate. I get up every morning, meditate for 20 minutes, and that sets me up for a good day. You know, it just gets rid of all this detritus in my head, which has been sort of building up overnight, you know, from all the dreams, what have you, and just allows me to just start the day on a really sort of peaceful, in a peaceful state, which is incredible. Now, I've got a list of questions which people often ask about meditation when I'm teaching them about it, and so I will answer them in the order I get them. So the first one is, where should I meditate? And the answer to that is, I mean, ideally you can meditate absolutely anywhere. There's no sort of particular point you're meant to meditate. In sort of when you're starting out, it's probably best to do it somewhere quiet. So do it at your home, do it in your garden, do it when you wake up. I mean, I do it when I wake up every morning, so 20 minutes. I wake up, it's quiet. Ideally, if you don't have enough time, if you wake up late, whatever, on your way to work, although no one's really working, going to work these days, so before you obviously get up and do your work from home in lockdown, what you need to do is just make sure it's quiet. And yeah, just that's the joy. But you could obviously, when you do start going back to work, you can do it on your train to work or on the tube to work. But that's something I will cover later on in different videos, just to show people how you can obviously practically applicate. Don't know, whatever words come to me. You can do it anyway, anywhere you want. So that's where you meditate. Now, how long for? How long should you meditate for? I do it for 20 minutes every morning, but then I've been doing it for about 5 years, and I guarantee that if you're just starting meditating, you're not going to want to do it for 20 minutes, and your mind will just start just buzzing after about 2 minutes. You'll be like, what's happening? So yeah, start off with 1 minute, go up to 5 minutes. Just do whatever is making you feel sort of in a restful and easy place to be. You know, there is no sort of time frame, time limit you need to do. You meditate until you feel you have sort of helped yourself. And I think, you know, it's much better to meditate for a shorter amount of time and properly sort of focus on the right points, which I'll be telling you about later, of how to meditate and focus. But it's much better to meditate properly for a short amount of time than to just sit there thinking about all the bills you've got to pay, or all of the people you've got to see, all of the work that's built up for 20 minutes, and then you'd be like, oh, well, that was a waste of time. So just do it short and sweet, and that's much better for you. And obviously I will be doing videos on the incredible benefits of meditation later on, but believe me, I mean, meditation is so phenomenally incredible for you. Now, should you do it sitting down? You don't have to do it sitting down at all. You can do it walking. I often, when I go out running, I can meditate when I'm running. And yeah, you can do it, sitting down. But if you're starting out, do it sitting down. Cross your legs, keep your back straight. Maybe you can do your the little hand things. Don't know why people do it, but I do it every morning. Not really sure why. I should really work this one out. But yeah, I do that. And yeah, that's a good way. Now, in terms of background music, and should you listen to music, there is absolutely no reason why you shouldn't. But if you do, just get music which ideally you don't know the words to. So don't pick a Beatles song. Obviously for me, if it was a Beatles song or an Oasis song, I would just be singing, but don't look back in anger the whole time, which wouldn't be good. So maybe pick some music which is just some nice light piano playing, or maybe get a sound of some waves crashing against the shore, or some birds tweeting. Those are nice things, and they really genuinely do help you just get into the right place. So that's a good one thing to do. Now, in terms of what you think about when you're meditating, and this is obviously a lot of people will say to me, my mind is too busy, I can't meditate. And because of that, when they do go to meditate, they're thinking about these things which their mind is busy over, like the work they've got going on, or haven't put the rubbish out, or need to write to this, or email to whoever, or need to pay someone, whatever. That's not what meditation is all about. Meditation is about letting it all go. So in terms of what you think about, and this is the thing which I think everyone has heard of this, it's focusing on your breathing. So you breathe in through your nose and you breathe out through your nose. And you can do it, you can count it. And that's just one of the best ways to do it. If you're starting out, just count in, breathe in through your nose, 1, and out. And then the second one, 2, and out. And that just gives you something to focus on, which isn't the detritus which is culminating in your life. It's just using these different things. But one other great way of doing it is, obviously, when you breathe in 1, you can then visualize the air going into your nose, down into your stomach, and then dispersing throughout your whole body. And it doesn't matter where the air really does go, but if you're visualizing it into all these different places, all the way down to your toes and to your fingertips, that's such a great way of just taking your mind away from the stuff which you shouldn't be thinking about, which is why you're meditating, and then giving you a subject matter to sort of become much more in line with the meditating. So yeah, just focus on your breathing, just inhale and exhale, and maybe visualize it in different places. Now, do it for, like I said, however long you think works for you. Start a few minutes, go up to 5 minutes. But I will obviously be giving techniques later on about how to keep it going for longer and ways to focus the mind on different things. And I mean, I've got some really, really good techniques, which I've developed just for myself, which every morning when I do it, I spend 20 minutes just doing the same thing, which I'm not worrying about anything, I'm just doing the same thing. And it's like a little story I've created, which I will sort of explain to you all in a later video. Now, once you've started doing it, that's great, well done. But how do you continue this habit of meditating? Now, obviously for me, it's the first thing I do when I wake up because it's just become habitual. But how do you make it habitual? And that's the thing. Apparently, I think there's some sort of stat saying that it takes, I don't know, something like 28 days to make something habitual. So you have to make sure you do it every day. So you could either do something which maybe when you have a shower and that reminds you you've got to meditate when you get out of the shower, or when you wake up anyway, or set an alarm, for example, and obviously on the alarm say meditate, or put notes around your house saying remember to meditate, remember to meditate. There's no sort of cast iron way which will make you do it straight away, but just always little pointers which will help you just to sort of get meditating started. It is so easy to do. Once you start it, and once you've sort of got into the habit of doing it, it will sort of slowly just become natural and normal for you to do. And it's not a freaky, weird thing, which, I mean, I think when I first got into meditation, I was initially very skeptical about it, because when I was younger or when I was at university, I just remember people talking about people who meditated and just thinking they were just some weird sort of hippie people who just breathe in and out thinking about nothing. And I used to think, well, what's the point in that? You've always got to have a target, you've always got to have a goal. But the whole point of meditation is to scrap all of that, because the goals and the targets, they're not necessary. It's all about sort of freeing your mind from these goals and targets. And you don't want to use meditation you don't want to set goals and targets for the meditation in terms of, when you're meditating, you go, oh, I'm going to do it for 5 minutes. So, is 5 minutes up, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and using that as a goal. So maybe set an alarm when you're meditating, because there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't do that. And so set an alarm, click, and then you don't have to worry about anything, because you will be told after 5 minutes when your meditation's done, and when the lovely music you're listening to is finished, and when the sort of breathing you're doing has ended. You will be in a much calmer, much more sort of peaceful place, which is a really great way to start your day. Although some people might not have time in the morning, so you do it in the evening. Whichever way you do it, however you do it, just use these sort of small little tips, and I will be giving a lot more sort of intricate. I'll be giving some better tips for techniques and styles which have helped me, and I'll be telling you how I do it, obviously every morning for 20 minutes, and how it's just no skin off my back. Is that a phrase? Who knows? And it just works really well, and I enjoy it, and I am sort of who I am and why I am and how I am because of the meditation, and I think I'm a much better person than I was before I meditated. Anyway, so this is just a small video, short video to show you how to meditate, and I will be putting out some more over the sort of coming days and weeks, giving you instructions for how to sort of create and make them a little bit longer. Anyway, guys, take care. I hope you're all doing well, and I'll see you soon. Bye.